Now, let me introduce the main spots on Jeju Olle Route 12. First, Spot 1, Suweol-bong and Ungal-gil. Suweol-bong, the peak, is a volcanic edifice made from a hydrovolcanic eruption. As the hot underground magma met the cold seawater, a pile of volcanic ash erupted in a powerful explosion, and the stacked ash layer is Suweol-bong. Looking at the magnificent volcanic layers of Suweol-bong, you can guess how intense the volcanic activity was at the time. The western hemisphere of Suweol-bong was cut by the sea current and marine erosion. Surrounded by 1.5 kilometers of cliffs, it offers such a picturesque view. Especially Suweol-bong has been designated as a natural monument, recognized for its geological value of volcanic ash. As it was certified as a UNESCO Global Geopark site in 2010, the number of overseas visitors is also increasing. The summit of Suweol-bong is a large lava area. There is a hexagonal pavilion, Suweol-jong, where you can look all around. Suweol-jong is an observatory where you can see the western region of Jeju at a glance, including Chagwi-do Island, Jukdo Island, Dangsan-bong Peak, Sanbangsan Mountain, and Halasan Mountain. The sunset from here is the best. But as beautiful as the view is, the ocean breeze is very strong. Below Suweol-bong, there is a sheer cliff towards the ocean, and the pathway under the cliff is called Ungal. When Suweol-bong erupted, the volcanic byproduct formed the volcanic strata, and as it stacked one layer at a time, it became Ungal-gil cliff with its amazing gradations. Along this huge volcanic cliff, there is a smooth walkway, and it is Ungal-gil. Especially when it rains, the water flows along the cliff, which looks very unique. The clean spring water that rises throughout the cliff is called Nokkumul, and there is a heartbreaking legend here. Once upon a time, there lived Suweol and Nokko. They were brother and sister. One day, they climbed Suweol-bong to collect ogapi, which is a kind of a root bark, which was believed to be good for healing their sick single mother. However, the sister Suweol lost her footing on the cliff and fell to her death. In the sorrow of losing his sister, Nokko cried for 17 days. Even after the death of Nokko, tears kept springing up from the rock, and the water flowing on the cliff was called Nokkumul, and the Orum, the small extinct volcano where the brother and sister climbed, was called Suweol-bong. That's why Suweol-bong is also called Nokkumul Orum. It's a place with sad stories, but the scenery here is still magnificent and beautiful. Next, Spot 2, Dangsan-bong and Sangyi Gijeong-gil. The original name of Dangsan-bong, the peak, is Dang Orum. A long time ago, at the foot of Dang Orum, there was a shrine where they revered a snake as a god, which was called Sagwi. Later on, Sagwi was misinterpreted as Chagwi, so it was also called Chagwi-orum. Dangsan-bong is a double volcano, where the volcano erupted in the ocean once, and a new volcano cone rose in the crater in the land again. Also, on the northwest cliff of Dangsan-bong, there is a sea cave called Gijeong-gil. Dangsan-bong is quite tall with a dense forest, but the Jeju Olle Trail is not that dangerous and not that hard to climb. Layers of rock are exposed on the outer walls of the east and south, and the walls in the west are surrounded by the sheer rock face. Walking inside, you can see a ridge with soft grass and a forest with pine trees. Passing the forest path, when you get to the top, you can see Suweol-bong and Chagwi-do Island. Not only this, but as you look toward the village, you can see the wide open Gosan-ni plain, which looks as large as one in the mainland. With the large plain and the ocean view with the waves, you will feel peacefulness and refreshment. Now, coming down from the top, passing the trail with pine trees, if you follow the ridge in the western coast, you will get to Sangyi Gijeong-gil, the pathway on the cliff. In the Jeju dialect, Sangyi means a bird, Gijeong means a cliff, and Padang means the ocean. Sangyi Gijeong-gil means the seaside pathway on the cliff, where birds live. It is a paradise of winter migratory birds, including the cormorant, the herring gull, and seagulls. As they live in flocks, you can experience such a wonderful sight where birds are flying under your feet. You might feel as if you are a bird that is flying in the sky. Wherever you look, you can see the beautiful ocean view on Sangyi Gijeong-gil. Also, the scenery of Chagwido Island from here is very spectacular. Wait, shall we take a look at Chagwido? It is the largest uninhabited island in Jeju. Located about 2 kilometers away from Jagune-pogu, the port, it takes about 10 minutes by boat. The sheer cliffs and fantastic-looking rocks offer such a wonderful view, but the center of the island is flat. In Chagwido, a total of 82 species of plants grow, including 23 kinds of trees and 62 kinds of herbs. The ocean around it is deep and rich in marine life, such as a red sea bream, rock bream, striped beakfish, three-line grunt, and the long-toothed grouper. With a variety of seafood, animals, and plants, Chagwido has been designated as a natural monument since 2000. It was designated as a protected area for 30 years, and entrance was prohibited. It has been open to the public since late 2011, so if you have time, you can check out the boats at Jagune-pogu and take a look around there.